Jeffrey Epstein is most well-known criminal these days. But before the mansions, private jets, powerful connections, and all those things he is famous for, he was just your normal high school math teacher. To understand how he went from helping teenagers solve math problems to running years-long sex trafficking operation, you have to start long before the scandal. Jeffrey Epstein was born in 1953 in Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in a middle-class household. His father, Seymour Epstein, worked for the New York City Parks Department. His mother, Pauline Epstein, was a housewife. There is no evidence of family wealth, political power, or elite connections. By all available records, Epstein's early life was ordinary. Nothing about his background suggested future influence. Epstein attended Cooper Union, a highly selective school in New York. Later, he enrolled at New York University. He never stood out in his school or college. He wasn't even able to complete his college degree for some unknown reason. Despite this, Epstein consistently presented himself as highly intelligent and academically capable. Epstein never married and had no known children, despite decades of long-term relationships, most notably with Ghislaine Maxwell. But they never married. He left no traditional family record. In the early 1970s, Epstein was hired as a math teacher at the Dalton School. Dalton is one of New York City's most elite private schools. Many students come from wealthy and influential families. Epstein did not have a teaching degree. He did not have formal certification. How he was hired remains unclear. But this job placed him in daily contact with families connected to finance, law, and politics. This was Epstein's first sustained exposure to elite social circles. While at Dalton, Epstein met parents who worked in investment banking. Through these connections, he was introduced to people at Bear Stearns, one of the largest investment banks in the United States at the time. Despite having no formal background in finance, Epstein was hired. This marked a major turning point. For the first time, Epstein had access to significant money and influence. At Bear Stearns, Epstein worked primarily with wealthy clients. Former colleagues later described him as socially skilled and particularly effective at building relationships. He advanced quickly. However, in the early 1980s, Epstein left the firm. The exact reasons for his departure have never been fully clarified. What matters is what happened next. After leaving Bear Stearns, Epstein claimed he managed money for extremely wealthy individuals. There was no publicly known investment fund, no transparent client lists, no clear business structure. Despite this, Epstein accumulated enormous wealth. He owned multiple properties, traveled internationally, and maintained access to influential figures across business and politics. How this wealth was generated has never been fully explained. By the late 1990s, Epstein had achieved something unusual. He had financial resources without public records, access without an official role, and protection that seemed disproportionate to his background. The crimes that later defined his public image had not yet come to light, but the conditions that allowed them already existed. And they raise a question that remains unresolved. How did a man with no degree, no clear source of wealth, and no official authority build a position of such influence? As a History Channel, we've covered the verified facts. If you want a deeper breakdown, including the people involved, the decisions made, and how each part unfolded, let us know in the comments. Subscribe for future historical deep dives.